Past, present, future. Perfect, right? Parts of speech? No, I don't think so. They could be, but they're not. In this particular case, they're states of our lives, where we are, where we've been, where we have yet to go. Each perfect in its own way, so long as we refuse to become trapped, paralyzed, stuck. So long as we recognize that the past is past. But that doesn't mean we can't go back there and take another look at it. I mean, especially if the trip we take back to the past is a trip, for all the reasons that it could be. I think that it's important to recognize that. It's important to recognize that who we are and who we were has a great deal to do with who we are. And who we are will determine who we have yet to become. And I think that it's important to stop for a moment and focus on that. Especially when you start to get into this whole idea of contemplating a life well lived, and making sure that we spend some time examining that life and making sure that it's really worth living. I've spent a lot of time doing that. You tend to do that when you've awakened one morning after someone's told you that you're not going to have an opportunity to complete your life because you have, untreatable, incurable bone marrow cancer. And then all of a sudden you wind up with a second chance through a stem cell bone marrow transplant. You tend to examine that unexamined life, recognizing that you've got a second chance, and that second chance is worthwhile. I've spent a lot of time doing that. I've spent a lot of time dealing with the opportunities that I've had and the choices that I've made, recognizing that they always weren't the best choices. And in many cases, they were terrible choices. But I can honestly say that they were the best choices that I could have made at the time based upon the information I had at my disposal. And that means a lot. It's the difference between having regrets and not having regrets. I think it's important to recognize that the past is what brought all of us to this moment, and it's likely to carry us all into the future. And it's worth spending a couple of minutes thinking about that before you pull the trigger and you make a commitment to take that life in one direction or another. Will the decisions that you make today cause you to stop and wonder what the hell you were thinking about tomorrow? I don't know. That's up to you. It's up to all of us. It's up to each of us. But it's probably worth stopping and thinking about it for a little bit. Or will you find peace knowing that regardless of where you were and what you were doing, every path, every road, every choice was perfect in its own way. Perfect in the past, perfect for the present, and certainly perfect moving forward into an unknowable future. While you're thinking about that, stay safe, stay strong, stay focused. Take care.